Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. It's me Vinod recording remotely from Singapore. The views are great, the weather is fine. It is a nice glorious morning and I had an opportunity to meet some of you, and I am glad that I got to shake some hands, sign some books and have some conversations and coffee and tiffin with you guys. It's wonderful to always meet you in real life, much better than doing these one-sided conversations which I have on these channels, because it's really difficult to have a conversation when you don't have visual feedback and you don't have audio feedback. So this is rather strange after I get to meet you guys and shake hands that I have to get back behind the camera like this and have a conversation again. Anyway, that said, we did have a monster week in tech this week which ended, and it has been crazy to say the least, because now the market cap of all these tech companies have gone over $21 trillion in terms of market cap. Alphabet itself, thanks to the antitrust judgment, has been rallying almost 10%, and thanks to that judgment even Apple rallied almost 3 to 4%, and Broadcom has said it's got a new $10 billion customer and that rallied. So added all this, the tech's $8 billion companies have added almost $400 billion in combined value. So that makes up 36% of the S&P 500 is just the tech stocks. And that is a crazy number to think of. Imagine 500 of the largest companies in the United States being comprised on a list. And out of those 500, 8 of them are 36%. So we have been talking about the 1%, the billionaires, the trillionaires. Now it's even true in companies. We have poor companies which are in the 500, and then we have the crazy rich Asians, as they say, in the 500. So this number is completely lopsided. Of course, I'm talking about Nvidia, Broadcom, Apple, Tesla, and Alphabet, which is Google. And the main takeaway from this judgment, what has come out is, a year ago Google lost that court case, and everyone thought that is going to be a big problem because that was like the biggest antitrust case which was presented post Microsoft, and everyone expected this cloud over Google to keep Google down in this AI boom. And the judgment came out saying otherwise, saying AI has changed this whole case in entirety, and Google's been left off with like a slap on the wrist. So what does that mean? That means Apple, the reason why Apple also rallied is Apple and Google have a sweetheart deal with each other over default browser and default search and all that. So that can continue. That's why Apple also rallied, and it paves the way for giving confidence to these tech companies to forge new partnerships in the realm of AI. So in the coming months and years, you're going to see Apple and Google making more inroads in these kinds of partnerships, especially in AI with Gemini. So wait and watch what happens is what I'm saying. That said, even Broadcom coming out in the week saying the fourth largest customer has come on board with a $10 billion order. Then there's another AI customer has made Broadcom rally 13% in a week, making it a new $1 trillion company. Why? Because there's a lot of pivoting from the AI chip users from Nvidia to Broadcom, especially companies like ByteDance, the owners of TikTok. This is what has led to a lot of rally in Broadcom. Meanwhile, in Nvidia, this week, we have seen the fourth consecutive week of a slide. The price is going down, but still it's over $4 trillion, and still it's 56% up in the last 12 months. That's more than double. So Microsoft has extended the slide also the fifth week, but still it is up 21% in the last 12 months. Meanwhile, Tesla, which has been down 13% since the beginning of the year, thanks to all the competition it's been facing, has slowly moved up, thanks to the approval of Musk's pay package, which includes a $1 trillion pay, which is crazy. He's going to be paid $1 trillion, and this payment has been divided into 12 parts. And the reason why Tesla stock rose thanks to this announcement, usually you would expect something like this to create pressure on the stock and the price to go down. But this has led to the prices of Tesla going up because he's been incentivized by the board to bring Tesla's stock price up. So this $1 trillion which has been promised to Elon Musk has been divided into 12 parts, and the first part is due to him when he doubles the market cap of Tesla. So he has to take Tesla to $2 trillion and he'll be given his first part of the 12 parts. So it's all conditional to things he has to achieve, milestones he has to achieve. And the board feels, the CEO has come out saying that if Musk has been incentivized like this, he would be very much interested in working for Tesla and making sure Tesla is successful, because his own net worth and salary is tied to the stock performance. So if that is true, then Musk starts doing what he said he will do. This is going to give, capital appreciation for Tesla stock owners, and that is what is believed, and this is what has led to the sudden surge in the Tesla price, though it's down 13% since the beginning of the year. Is this prudent? Is this the right thing to do? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and watch. Am I buying Tesla stock right now? No, I'm not buying Tesla. I'm not touching any of these IT companies or tech companies for the simple reason, like I said, we do not know. Yes, AI is the future. AI is going to be very much a part of our lives going forward more and more. But like Anand said, when the auto boom started, there were 100 car companies. Today, there's just a handful. Same way today is the AI boom is starting. It's very hard for me to predict which are going to be the companies. Of course, Nvidia will be there. Of course, Broadcom will be there. But we see in the case of Intel what's happened there. So it's very hard to predict in 10 years' time what the landscape will be. And being long-term investor, value investor, looking at long horizons, it is difficult to predict. So I rather buy at value and not in short-term, price rises. So if you look in terms of valuation for the long term, none of them are at any kind of value which we can consider fair and just. So that said, job numbers are not looking great. The payroll in August is less than expected. So the American economy is still not doing well. And we all saw what happened with the Hyundai factory in the US, the raids conducted there by ICE and Korean nationals being detained and arrested. It shows you the environment which is there inside the US. Even if you are willing to spend $26 billion in doing investments in the US and setting up factories and promising Trump that you would do more than is expected and signing trade deals with him, taking on 15% tariffs, the South Koreans are still being targeted. So it shows you how complicated the area is to navigate. So that said, be careful when you're investing. Don't get zealous with all the news about trade deals and even negative news like about the Hyundai factory raid. I would say be prudent and be cautious and invest in small amounts in areas and in circles of competence, Anyway, this is the tech news for the week. I hope you had a wonderful week ahead. Looking forward to Monday when the markets open again and we'll find out what is happening. Thanks for being with me on Be Rich today. I wish you a wonderful day ahead or evening wherever you are. See you again soon with another one. Thanks for being with me today. Bye.